What's up, guys? Bang, bang. There are two major stories in the Bitcoin market this week. The first is that Silvergate Bank is in big trouble. It appears that 1,600 clients that all use Silvergate are responsible for about 80% of the fiat currency that flows into the digital asset ecosystem. That is a major choke point in this industry. Now, Silvergate has not only seen massive withdrawals, and they've actually weathered the storm pretty well from an operational standpoint. But now there are clients dropping them as a vendor left and right. Some of that is coming because of regulatory pressure. Some of that's coming because of uncertainty and unease. And some of that is because Silvergate, as a publicly traded company, has to go ahead and tell regulators and shareholders when they need to reevaluate their business and whether or not they'll have enough regulatory capital. Now, of course, Silvergate going down so much from a stock perspective hurts their investors. But there are bigger concerns here, including how much currency and capital can flow into the digital asset ecosystem if Silvergate is not able to actually service all those customers and all those investors. That then leads from a negative story into a positive story, which Bitcoin, 67% of all Bitcoin in circulation, has not moved in the last 12 months. So at the same time that we've seen massive chaos, all sorts of hedge funds blowing up, companies, potential fraud, and now we even have a major financial institution that is a publicly traded company under stress, we still continue to see Bitcoiners buying and holding Bitcoin and having no plans to sell it. This is a tale as old as the Bitcoin market. There are pluses and minuses, pros and cons, but ultimately the market is formed by what happens over the long run. And so regardless of what the week-to-week narrative ends up being, we continue to see Bitcoiners dollar cost averaging and holding Bitcoin for the long term. Keep your eye on what happens to Silvergate. It would be incredibly difficult to see that company come under more stress and ultimately have to shut down or not be able to service all their clients. Every time I've ever interacted with anyone over at Silvergate, I found them to be incredibly pleasant, educated, and intelligent. So let's see what happens. But at the same time, the underlying fundamentals of Bitcoin, especially the holder adoption and the long-term thinking, remain intact. That's it for this week, and I will see all of you next Saturday.